Hello there, Callum Johns here, and welcome back to Shadows of the Empire, where now I'm going to be fighting this Gladiator droid which annoyed me last time. So let's see how it goes. I managed to only die once on going through, which is an improvement, I think. So I'm going to try saving a bunch of things for their heads. Alrighty, so now we've got that. And then the legs are dead. Now let's see if we can get the torso like this. Dang it. Because the head's the one that's really annoyed me, because it's in a really odd spot where it's just outside of the normal range. Let's see if I can scrounge anything. I've got a bit of health there. That helps. So pulse I think is going to be the best for that. Yeah, and then we have... oh, sorry. Disruptor. So I think that the pulse cannon is going to be best for this, and this is going to have to be his. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go up and down because I can't shoot him just from the middle. I've thought about this strategy a fair bit. Seekers, I think. Yes! I got it! Yes! That did it! Level complete. Oh! When I worked out the strategy, it worked out alright, and you save up. So the Seekers for the legs, and then the torso. And then we've got just up and down, so you've got to try and shoot when you're level with him, otherwise you don't hit the head. So awesome. It's awesome that shot with both ships there.
Lebo, you take the controls and keep us on course to the Skyhook. I'll man the turrets.
And here we go, at turret level. And of course, that's the odd ships that he means. So the ones that are similar to the Solar Sailor and that. It's like this again. Inverted controls, I have to get used to this again. Damn. This is difficult. Like all the other levels, yeah. I can't control the shit, damn. It'd be nice if I could. We could destroy 12 of these, okay. The camera's weird because you can't control which turret you're aiming for. Damn it. I might have to go and turn the mouse sensitivity up. It's weird because the controls are inverted as well, and I know no way of fixing that. Damn it. If only there was a way to get back health, and I don't think there is. Oh, that's fate is destroyed, not how many you have to destroy. Damn, how many do I have to destroy in this? I feel like it'd be... Oh, the green ones are the missiles. They do the most damage. Okay. Focusing, and it still does me bad. What? They instantly attack me? And just so you know, it is the first time I've actually played this game. And you've seen first reactions for most of it. Which is rage at dying for the most part. Right, missiles. Oh, I do have missiles. Wait, there's the Imperial Star Destroyer. It's not long now. It mustn't be, because in the novel, the Imperial Star Destroyer means that they're gonna come in and help. Hopefully. It makes sense when you see the novel, because yeah, you're the good guys of the rebellion, but... There's the Skyhook. Oh. I just wanted to look at the Skyhook. Okay, try again. It is the last level, so I'd expect it to be difficult. Skip the cutscene because we saw it before. Try and last, damn you. Damn it, I'm trying to shoot the missiles out of the sky. There we go. How many do I have to destroy? How many do I have to destroy before it's done? Make sure to fire my missile on this. If only there was a way to get chip health back. Damn it. I'll get the missiles back at least. Damn it, I can't help getting hit by some things. Oh yes, there we go. Damn it. Ooh. I'm doing a bit better. I've destroyed more, I think. Trying to concentrate on this destroying. 53, how many do I have to destroy? Bonus life! Yes, I think that just came up. Please give me more bonus lives. Come on. Get there. Yes! I got this part. What's it doing now? Okay. Inverted controls I have to get used to. Okay, I have to get used to these controls again. Damn it. I only have these. I don't have spare lives. Destroyed that turret. Okay, focus on destroying these turrets. I can do it. Missiles loading good, they replenish. Oh god, that turret's destroyed. Oh. No, I'm gonna die on this section, aren't I? And only because I ran into the ship hull and I'll have to redo it all again. You fool. It's only because I was getting used to the ship controls again. Damn it. Oh, so the missiles just do reload, that's good. Damn. I can't even see where I'm aiming half the time. Shoot him! I'm gonna die a few times here, if that sounds about right. If you're playing this game, expect to die a lot. Bonus life already? Good. That's good. Does that mean I'm doing better? Hopefully. Maybe it's if you destroy a certain amount within a life, you get a bonus life. Still gonna be left with only a couple of lives by the end of it. That should work. So I'm thinking of a strategy for the turrets a bit as I go here. If I go all out, just fire at them and then wait for the missiles to reload and go back in, that should be alright. Another bonus life. Oh, that's good. That must mean I'm doing better. Even though I die again, I feel like the bonus lives make me feel better. So I probably have gotten better at this part too. Thinking about it. Another bonus life, that's good. I must be doing better. So I might actually have one more life when I get to the Skyhook. That'll be good. Yes, I've got one more life when I get to the Skyhook. Okay, trying to skip it made it do that, so... I know what I have to do now. So... pull up. Where am I? Oh, that's where I am, okay. Damn it. I couldn't see from that damn button in the way. Concentrate, concentrate. Okay, so same sort of idea as the 8080s, I guess. Destroyed, good. Okay, wait for the missiles to reload. And then I can do an attack run. Oh, the ship is harder to control than a damn. Because moving the mouse sideways tilts it, but you also need that to... Oh, they do. They replenish health? What? The turrets are... Oh, I don't know where I am now. Where am I? Yeah, let's just try and get this turret. Yes, destroyed. Ugh. I just want to destroy them all. Wait, is there only one left? Please let the turrets destroyed be the end of this. And let Okay, so the tilting is more while you're boosting. Destroy, yes. Fly inside. Oh no, I feel. Where do I fly inside? I feel like it'll be obvious sometime, but. Why am I being silly? Fly inside. Where do I go inside? Where is this inside you speak of? Is it just destroying this? I have to go down here and fly inside. Oh, damn it. Something killed me. Okay, hang on a minute. I don't want to lose this. So just a minute. That's a cool picture if it didn't have the overlay. I'd save that as a wallpaper. And it seems like an obvious thing when you know it, but... This will be tricky, and I better not encounter much resistance. So it's in one of these. Eek. Okay, so I need to do a couple of passes like that. That's doable. Let's fire that and get out of the way. So then I have missiles when I go back in. So yeah, there's TIE fighters flying around and you don't have to destroy them because, as per the story in the novel, they're actually helping. Okay. Whatever that was flaming for, we shall see. Now. Eek. Oh, Oh, this is squeezy, not so squeezy, Mitsubishi. Whoa. So one more missile should do it. Focus. You must have focus, Lord Vader. Do what must be done. Okay, a bit. I crashed and it was game over. No. Damn it. Okay. I should be better now. I'll see if I leave this bit here. I'm damn annoyed, but... A lot of this game is frustrating, I've found, but it's absolutely fun when you accomplish something. It feels like real accomplishment when you get to it. Go down. Good. Okay. Bonus life, cool. So yeah, the missiles loading makes sense because they're loading the tubes. So that's cool. An extra life again, cool. So each time I'm doing this, I'm doing a little bit better. Probably reach a plateau at one point, but they all came at once then, didn't they? Damn. So it must be just this amount of time, and you destroy as many as you can so you don't get destroyed, but there's, if you can dodge, which you can, it'd be really good to actually have no deaths in this if you didn't kill any and dodge, but the point is to shoot them, so you probably can't win without shooting them. Ooh, there we go. Back into it. And straight into this. Damn it. So I've got 4 lives, so I did better. And this time. Oh, that got destroyed in the end, cool. I better not waste these whole lives on these turrets. Damn it. Outside of the range, it's good that it warns me of that. It means I can do the runs a bit easier. Get ready for your attack run! Wait for those to load. Missiles loading, come on, there we go. Then I can fire this. And fire with everything I have. Oh right, now I can just do this. I've got more lives this time. If I crash that once, it won't be the end of it. Careful, careful. This is how it feels to go through the Death Star 2's innards, probably. It'd be nice to know what the brake button actually is, so I could go slower on purpose here. Damn it, did that actually work? Okay, I've got more missiles back now. And the music is awesome here. These last levels is, I think, my favourite music pieces out of these, so... it seems to be do one from each angle. See if I can loop around to the other side that appears to be the one that I haven't hit yet. Do your missiles loading bit. Oh damn it, why did I get hit? Okay, so it does the fiery thing on the ones you've done. Cool. As it's gouging out flame, that'd be nice. Damn it. So this seems to be the angle that I haven't gotten yet. So I'll see if I can go in here and... Damn, still 25%? Okay, maybe this is the angle that I need to go in. Oh, this must be the one. It doesn't have the fiery bit at the end of it. So So I wonder how some of the other big name YouTubers would go actually with this, because they play games and they play some hard games, but this is of a different sort. The old school harder games is how I feel it is. Get out. Okay, yes, I gotta go. Yes. Is there a timer for when it blows up? Oh, that's awesome.
Where's Dash? Must not have made it out of the sky before it blew.
Ah, but did he?
I can't believe Dash didn't make it, Leia. He was such a great pilot.
I know, Luke, but he didn't die in vain. Thanks to
Oh,
him,
the
Alliance
face
no
models
longer
are
has anything
weird.
to fear from Black Sun, and the Imperial computer he captured is being decoded right now. It may well contain information worth the price he paid with his life.
The Death Star 2. Haha. Now try finishing the game on hard. Cool. All challenge points to receive a game secret. Okay, do I press enter here? Okay, it's going on to the next bit. Oh, the credits, okay. So now, I actually looked it up and there's a part that doesn't come up when you play on easy. So I didn't change the difficulty setting at all during this, so I played on medium, so it should come up with the extra scene. And I damn well hope it does. If not, then I'm just gonna download it, add it to the end of the video to show people, because it's an important one for the story. I won't spoil it anyway, but if you know the expanded universe, you've been around long enough, looked up around Shadows of the Empire, you'll know there's a comic series afterwards. And you'll know the stuff from that. And this is awesome because I actually have an official soundtrack for the game. And I wish it had some of the music behind this, but anyway. This is awesome. I didn't do the first level, so I might go back and do the first level as a separate video and then have that all in the playlist properly. And yeah, I've finally finished. It is a fun game, I can't say it isn't, but it gets really frustrating in some of the levels, especially with the Gladiator droid and that last stage. The head doesn't actually line up to the normal ground level on anything you're standing on. It's probably on purpose, but yeah. Very special thanks to George Lucas. He was actually involved in integrating each part of this as a multimedia project between the books, the comics, and the video game, so that the story all lines up on purpose for that reason. Even though I do think there are a couple of little inconsistencies. Oh, what would be good is if they remastered this game and improved the combat system so that it wasn't so annoying where you can't aim up and down, and that you just can aim like a normal game rather than an older one that doesn't have X and Y axis. I think it's a Y axis aiming. X is horizontal, vertical aiming is Y. And then that'd be the main thing I think I'd say, because you can't actually aim at the enemy you want to aim at sometimes, which is annoying. And yeah. Overall, this is a really good game, I think, but it could use some improvement on some of the mechanics in it if they were going to remake master it. And although I pretty much end every episode frustrated and annoyed, I'm still enjoying it. Once I finally defeat the enemies, it feels like an achievement rather than, oh, this was so easy. I managed to get through it. It feels like an achievement as you finish this game. Because some people, I've actually got one friend that actually said they couldn't get past the first mission. So that's interesting anyway. And other than that, I don't have a lot to say, but I'll let the credits play because everyone deserves the credit that they had for making this game. It's awesome. Yeah, extra special thanks to George. Those are the times on mine, or are they the best times? I feel like they're the times I took on them. And yes, the novel, the comic hit, and the soundtrack. Good night. Oh, well, it's night time here at the moment, so good night, everyone. Let's see what this does. And yeah, I'm playing on the PC version if you didn't know, which it's actually not too hard. You buy it on Steam and it works on your computer, Windows 10. Sometimes some old games are funny, but a lot of the time you can work them out with compatibility mode. They smooth out, or if it's a bit annoying, like Star Wars Racer, I have an old disc from Windows 98 from playing it, and there's actually a patch online, so I can download the patch and be able to play it, which is cool. And yeah, after this I might move on to a different game, but I've actually going to be away for the next couple of months because I'm going to be fairly busy. But when I finish the books, I'm going to do the review and then I'll upload it when I have internet, because I'm going to be away. I'm not sure when I have internet, so that'll be good, just in case anyone worries about not having content. Gotta wonder if people are actually watching this series, but even if you're not watching it now, some people might go back and watch it later, so who knows. And yeah, they have a lot of credits. Use film licensing, which allows them to create the game. And extra special thanks, God, I think that's 3 times they've thanked George Lucas, which is awesome. Oh, the original credits. Oh, must have been updated for PC, and then because it originally came up on the out. Oh, sorry about that. It originally came out on the Nintendo 64, and that's how a lot of people back in the day played it. But I wasn't able to. I'm a bit young for that. It's cool to go back and play these old games, I reckon. I had great fun with it, to be honest. And I can't wait to actually be playing through some of the other games as doing them on YouTube, because that'll be different to when I'm doing them in normally. A little bit of top of the hydration. And yeah, it's cool. Never actively tried to sabotage the project. The Raccoon King. That must be an inside joke. Heh. Maybe they passively tried to sabotage the project. And yeah. So, these credits are taking ages. Now, I thought some of the longest credits that I've tried to sit through have been Assassin's Creed 3, I think it was. The last one with Desmond Miles in it. They go for 20 minutes apparently, so I hope these don't go for as long. Otherwise I'm just going to be looking away from the camera and being distracted. Cool, everyone at LucasArts, because LucasArts is awesome. it's been the peak of gaming, in my opinion. Looking back at all the games they've made, I don't think you could really get a better company to be able to make Star Wars games. Because it's from Lucasfilm itself, and yeah. Oh, they must be the best times overall. Eek. I'm not going to try and beat those times. I have enough trouble. Yeah. Unless they beat them on easy and got those times, then maybe. You can blast through some areas. But I just play them, have fun with them, how I do. And I did have fun, as I said, even though I raged at the end of every video, other than this one, because it's the end, and it just feels like an accomplishment to have finished it, which is good. And I'm currently reading the book one of the Bounty Hunter Wars, which is titled The Mandalorian Armor. And where am I at in that? I'm about 2/3 of the way through with that. At the current time of recording this, which is on the 1st of December 2018, I'm actually recording this, so interesting to see how that goes. I'll give my thoughts on that once I finish it, and once I have internet, I'll upload it. And yeah, it'll be awesome. Come on, credits. You can't be too long. And thank you to the Expanded Universe, which has shared my EU in Review novel my EU in Review playlist. As that's awesome. That's an awesome shout out. And shout out to the expandeduniverse.com. They can find them on social medias as the Expanded Universe page on Facebook, the Expanded Universe on Twitter, and I believe they have an Instagram account, but it's not very active, so I forget the name. But the main actual website, I'll put in the description, is the expandeduniverse.com. That's an awesome site for Expanded Universe content. They have articles. Matt Wilkins, shout out to him, he's a great YouTuber. I'll put his link to his YouTube channel in the description. I've been really enjoying his Expanded Universe reviews. I'm not as big into the board games, but he is, but I like his perspective on the Expanded Universe material because he grew up with it and collected it. Whereas I didn't have that opportunity to have stories alongside it, and I'm doing my reviews in a bit different way, but he actually inspired me to give me ideas and watching him on how to do my EU in Review videos, which is awesome. Raccoon King again. It seems like they're just repeating a heap of these. Hopefully it ends soon. I'm letting them all play, so you gotta be nice to me. Now yeah, shout out to Matt Wilkins. His method of doing the Expanded Universe reviews has been a great inspiration. Is there anything else to talk about here? I may as well say at the end of this, I'm a big Expanded Universe person, if you couldn't tell. And I'd love it if they could actually continue the timeline of the Expanded Universe, which, if you don't know, the Expanded Universe is basically what was decanonised in April 2014. And they basically put it aside to create their own timeline for the new movies. And it's a brilliant universe. Reading through the books, I haven't read one I've hated. Some are a bit meh, but I haven't read one I've hated. And yeah, is that going to be the end of these? And people who try to say it's a mess and stuff, I just say go and read it and enjoy it. If you think about it being a mess, I could pick apart the new canon, which I call the current timeline with the new movies and that. But I don't want to, because for one, I've got a list ready if someone wants to look at it. But the main thing, I think, is I just want people to enjoy Star Wars. And the expanded universe, a lot of material that'll last me for ages, that I just really enjoy. And I'm actually going through chronologically, a lot of them I haven't read the novels. And I have a bunch of the games that some of them I have read. Some of them I have played. But like this game, I hadn't played before, and I just was reading Shadows of the Empire as I started playing this and thought, oh hang on, I'm starting YouTube, I may as well record this, chuck it up on YouTube and see what happens. So, we're going to get an end to these credits soon, hopefully. Yeah, I might just check a couple of things for a moment. No, nothing major anyway. Yeah. So I'm not going to try and read out the credits, that'll just be boring. People can read them if they want. They seem to be on loop at the moment. I'm going to give it its time though. Original credits. That was the end. So the extra scene was if you finished it on hard? I had enough trouble on medium. Okay, so... well, that's Shadows of the Empire. Hope you enjoyed this series that I did. And I'll go back and play the Battle of Hoth afterwards. And upload that and chuck it in the top of the playlist for people who are first watching it. Hope you like that, and see ya.
Captain, I do not understand. Why do you not want Commander Skywalker and the others to know that we survived and made the jump to hyperspace?
Well, as much fun as that was, I don't see us joining the ranks of that crazy rebellion. Too dangerous and too much money to be made elsewhere, my friend. On top of that, someone from Black Sun will take Xizor's place. And when that happens, you can bet your servo motors they'll send every thug in the galaxy after us. But if everyone thinks we're dead, who's gonna be looking? Besides, it's good to be remembered as a martyr without actually having to be dead, wouldn't you say?